When Kapil Sibal went, when Sharad Pawar went, he had a different stance. About Sonia Gandhi, he made a statement on day 1, on day 3, it was a different statement.
I don't see where that's coming from. Meenakshi Lekhi, I'm sorry. Meenakshi Lekhi, the right thing. No, 1 second. Meenakshi Lekhi, come on. Meenakshi Lekhi, fact of the matter is this. Tonight, you're going to have people's participation in government notified committee for the first time in a law that will change the fight against corruption. You cannot take the credit away from the man who symbolizes that fight.
No.
Without Anna Hazare's fast, would this have happened? Simple question to you. Answer my question. Answer my question.
Allow me to make my point.
Answer my question.
Allow me to make my point.
No, answer the question.
What is your question?
My question is two things.
I'm
she does not want to answer it.
I'm not taking the credit away. I'm not taking the credit away. What I'm trying to emphasize
but you're questioning the integrity
is
of the person.
One Lokpal bill is not an answer which is anti-corruption. I'm questioning the people around Anna Hazare whose integrity is suspect. I'm questioning the
we are around Anna Hazare.
Day 3 statement.
Okay, now that you have done, now that you have done that.
I need to probably know more about you other than your acting skills.
I would like to suggest we are wasting wasting too much time.
I don't think we should get personal tonight.
Why are we wasting time? Why are we wasting time?
Tonight.
At least she admits that I have acting skills.
No, one second. There's nothing personal. No, that's not personal.
No, but why do we need a damn
Arnab, there are
everything is
we are all happy. Why do we need
personal tonight? How can
everything is personal tonight?
Gentlemen and ladies.
Victory. It's a night of celebration.
Gentlemen and ladies, the one thing which has changed in the last 5 days has been the position of the government on this issue.
Absolutely.
It moved from here to there, and
happy about that.
And the one person who has brought about the change is Anna Hazare. Period. Full stop. That's where it ends. And some people say it's the start. What do you feel when you hear cynicism? I mean, I sense only positive energy.
Something has happened after 42 years.
1 second, Meenakshi.
Something which is not 42 years has happened now. 4 days fast. The people have come together. The youth has come together. People understand what's happening. They fought for it. See how many people are fasting, more than 400 cities. It's a movement.
So, may I intervene here again and just...
This is the beginning of the government.
Could I just say something here?
Exactly. He's being an opportunist, but the point is that he has had to say it. Right? This is the point.
Arnab.
Hartosh, yes.
Arnab.
Yes, Hartosh.
Yeah, just look, I think everybody here is agreed that we have a problem. Corruption is the problem. We don't want corruption around. I think it is only fair to say that we can debate the methods by which we combat corruption and question the ways in which various people are combating corruption. That is part of our job here as ordinary citizens, as journalists. That does not make it personal. It does not make it a question about somebody's ethics. I think we are on the same side as far as corruption is concerned. We are questioning the fact whether this amounts to a significant battle against corruption or not, and I think that's a fairly valid question to ask.
Yes, but Hartosh, my question to you is, isn't it a little too early to be cynical? I mean, for the first time. Let me put it in perspective. One minute, Hartosh.
Yeah.
I just have one sentence. Allow me.
Yeah.
We waited 43 years.
Right.
It hasn't been 43 minutes since we won. And people have written the epitaph.
Arnab.
And they put it.
Arnab, this just.
I mean, I don't understand this level of cynicism.
Exactly the
I'm
point.
afraid.
Okay, I want to ask.
I don't understand this level of cynicism.
Let me just, Arnab, my point is you're not listening to what I'm saying here. What I'm saying is that the bill itself is not a single bullet against corruption. As I said, people more eminent than Anna Hazare, I am naming Jayaprakash Narayan, have come and gone with a similar battle. Corruption still survives. We need to understand why that is happening, and we need to see that this battle is not so easily won. Let us not celebrate through minor symbolic victories, and I deliberately use that fact.
Okay,
minor
Pritish wants to
symbolic
respond
victories.
to you. Hartosh,
Pritish
Narayan
fought a battle against the emergency, against the way the media was muzzled. He won that victory. Not only did he win that victory, it made it impossible for any government since then to muzzle the media again.
Pratish, if you go back to how the total revolution started, corruption was a central plank in that battle. So it is not
the battle
merely a question of winning a battle against it.
Ended the attempt of the government to
I
muzzle
think we need to go back to our history and
muzzle
study it again,
free
Pratish.
speech.
Yeah.
No. My
Emergency
question is,
happened because of
I must make one observation. The greatest level of cynicism is coming from a very narrow, very small segment in the national capital. Yes. We are not hearing that cynicism anywhere else in the country. So has one very small micro segment of the national capital felt aggrieved that here is this man who's not among us, who took away the greatest opportunity and who achieved the greatest victory. It's almost as if someone's been denied. And someone from outside the system has come and shaken up the system. That's what
I want to say is that, look,
Rishi Kapoor has a stunned expression on his face.
No, Jai Prakash Narayan had started the movement against corruption, and corruption has been there in this country all this time. But Anna Hazare seized the moment when corruption had reached beyond a limit, and the whole nation for the last 1 year has been watching one scam after another. And wanting to do something about it. He seized the moment, and a great man seizes the moment, and we have to recognize this.
Also, Arnav, the victory is that today's youth understands that. This campaign was joined by youth. For we sort of write them off. They are not interested in nationalism. They are not interested in this. They are not interested in politics. But the victory of this 4 days fast or 5 days fast is that they understand it now.
And they were there. They were there in hundreds and thousands.
Everybody who saw Gateway of India.
So that is the victory.
Know it.
And let them. I think the point is, it's an art to be happy. It's an art to be happy about something. एक खुशखबरी आई है. आपका चेहरा मुस्कुराता है.
I'm only saying this, Hartosh. See, I'm taking a position on this tonight, Rishi Kapoor. Even if this is symbolic, suppose let's say what Hartosh says, it's symbolic. Nothing will come out of it.
कुछ नहीं होगा.
The people of this country across 30 cities and across the hinterland have forced the government to do a 180-degree turn on its position for 4 days. But let's say if Hartosh says nothing will come out of it. Even so tonight, isn't this a symbolic victory, Rishi Kapoor? And that symbolism is infectious. Because tomorrow a Raja or a Kalmadi will be shaking in his boots before trying to change the system all over again and thinking he's going to get away with it. No, one sec, Rishi Kapoor, please.
The pessimists think that way, and I personally feel like it's now we just repeating ourselves. I think we have achieved what we wanted.
Can we just celebrate now, please? Exactly. I think this is, you are also talking about cynicism.
I'm in a very celebratory mood.
No, so then let's celebrate. Can you just do that?
Can
I say that I am the happiest man, like millions of this country?
Anna Hazare for this.
Yes, let's congratulate Hazare sir. Yes.
He's led by example.
What people are forgetting is that, alright, corruption is a huge thing, and it's not going to be easily sorted out. But there has to be a first step somewhere. Well, there has to be a first step, and this first step has been taken.
And how has it been taken? It has been taken. The first step need not be taken by a mainstream politician. That first step can be taken by anyone, anywhere in the country, who can come up front and say, I challenge
Pritish Nandi, many people know you as one of the country's best editors, which you have been undisputably. If you were making your page for tomorrow morning, what would your headline be?
A good one.
Quiz question.
People's victory.
Quiz question.
Just straight victory.
Yeah.
Victory.
One more Gandhi.
Praja Jiti Raja se.
With Anna Hazare,
nothing else.
Taught the youngsters that non-violence.
One word symbolizes everything that's happened today.
You see, also it's after a long time in India, after 63 years, that we can talk about something which is victory actually.
Yes.
That is what the best part of it is. People like them will say, India won World Cup. अरे यार इस साल जीत गए 4 साल बाद पता नहीं जीतेंगे कि नहीं जीतेंगे देखते हैं अभी देखते हैं धोनी कब ठीक खेल पालेगा like नहीं
Anupam, I tell you what,
all you have to do is look up. Can I say something here?
Look up the cricket lovers won't like it. August 1947, and you'll get a headline there.
Yeah. Well, I think are you getting infected by this mood a little bit, Hartosh? Do you think the cynics are going to get infected by this mood a little bit? I mean, I haven't seen the celebrations since the World Cup victory.
Yes.
Many people thought that was the biggest.
That's not too far back, Arnab.
Yeah.
Arnab, let me just say 2-3 things, because you have appropriated for yourself a position outside the privileged elite. You speak on behalf of the rest of the country. You accuse us of speaking on behalf of privileged elite. I think all of us are allowed our positions, and we should be given the right to judge events as we see it, rather than being called names by somebody who doesn't have that right actually. So that's the first point. The second is that I am not saying this is not a victory. I am just saying that the repercussions of this victory will be seen in a year or two. We can come back and debate it again. I hope I am wrong, but I think I am not.
You know what I feel? This gentleman is trying to say that we probably have won in theory, and it will take some time to win in practice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's okay.
If this is what you're trying to say.
But we can be happy today at least.
Well, I think he's valid. He's valid to say that. He can say that. At least we have today we have a platform to start somewhere at least. The youth
now know that they can come together and do something.
Until now, democracy has meant that every 5 years we go and vote, all right? Now, people are cynical about that democracy because you have to choose between one villain and another villain. Suddenly, a democracy has taken another shape.
Yeah.
That you are able to go beyond the elections and
you
do
can
something
participate.
about what affects us.
Probably we've forgotten that a government and a democracy is of the people, for the people and by the people. It has actually become of the people's representatives, for the representatives and by the representatives only.
And the most interesting thing about this victory is that the opposition didn't get a damn out of it. That
no
Hazare
political
the
party
opposition out of
would
it.
actually claim the credit for it.
That was a very positive part. That
Absolutely.
throughout it remained non-political right till the very
No,
end.
those politicians
And it has
who
shown you don't
got booed away.
You don't
Because
need
got
the
booed
backing
out.
of a political party to make a movement
Absolutely.
succeed. So,
And he refused to allow them to take benefit from it.
now, I'm going to say one thing at the end, Hartosh.
Thanks.
You know, nobody, neither you nor me, nor anyone on this panel should fool ourselves thinking we represent the voice of India. But when we have broadcast across cities today, when people have come out in India Gate and elsewhere, and with hundreds of thousands have come, millions of messages, you know, we must just maybe pause back, Hartosh, and maybe think
Absolutely.
that should we
But that
put
should not
ourselves
allow
in
us to
one, no,
label
one second, one
dissenting
sentence, and then you
voices.
can say
What I'm
whatever.
trying to
Should we
say,
put ourselves?
No, but you are labeling dissenting voices. That is what I am objecting.
No. I'm saying just a thought. Just a thought. You are entitled to your opinion. We are entitled to ours. And the
Absolutely.
question is this:
Exactly.
can we put ourselves in a corner, close our ears and eyes, not see, and say that everything, all the chanting and the celebrations going outside is just noise? Maybe it's time to change that way of looking at things. Maybe it's time to be a little positive.
I have a question
Yes.
for
Arnab, can
both
I
of them.
say something?
Wrapping up quickly.
Did they join this movement at all in these 5 days?
I don't think.
Did
Yes,
you
for 2
feel
days.
the need to join this movement in the last 5
Absolutely,
days
for
as
2
Indian
days.
citizens?
For 2 days.
You
For
felt it?
2 days. For the third day, I was disillusioned.
Oh.
Okay.
And initially,
Does life
yes,
feel
lost
and
hope?
everyone is against corruption. Everyone is against corruption. But much more needs to be done against corruption than just this bill.
Absolutely.
Well, that's
You
right.
know how that? Can you just give me a second? You know, हमारा moral value हमारे बीच की जो हमारी ज़मीर है वो मर चुकी है. You know, आदमी क्यों bribe लेता है कि अपने घर में खुशी लाएगा अपनी बीवी बच्चों के लिए, जब तक घरवाली नहीं अपने उसको टोकेगी अपने घरवाले को कि why do you need to do this? You should start at a very basic level. हम अपने घर से तो शुरू करें. We say that charity begins at home. Let's start at our home.
That's true.
Let people realize that this is insurmountable. It keeps, it just keeps jumping all through.
Well,
We should realize this. We should realize this is हम अपने ज़मीर के बारे में हमने सोचना चाहिए.
Well, you know, for a lot of people, there's a lot of conscious awareness which has grown because of this. Sometimes, things happen, there's cricket, following the scams, people maybe get tired of hearing so much about the scams and their attention moves away. This has brought the attention of the country back to its biggest disease, which is corruption. In that case, if there's been a victory today, it's not a government backtracking, Anna winning, it's pure and simple victory. That's why I'm saying again tonight, it's been a privilege bringing this broadcast.
And India has learned to dream again.
India has learned to dream again. And dreaming is the first step.
No, India has always come together in the times of crisis.
Absolutely.
I just want to say one thing.
Yeah.
Today, see, IPL has started today. Okay, and being a cricket-loving nation, even I'm a cricket fan, but I was so happy today. I was traveling in the train and I saw a lot of youngsters just talking about Anna Hazare and his fast, and they were not talking about the match. It's a victory in that sense.
This country needed a symbol to rally around, and I think it's got a symbol.
Yes.
And that itself is great. To all my guests, I thank you very much. And to our viewers who have stayed with us through more than 100 hours of this broadcast, it's been a privilege bringing this to you. As our panelists said, it's about dreaming all over again.
And thank the government for acceding.
Thank you to the government to acceding to it and to listening.
And thank you, Anna Hazare.
Okay, a big thank you from everyone here tonight. Thank you. I'll see you again soon. Good night. Goodbye.